Mike Massimino wanted to be Spider-Man.
By the time it reaches our eyeballs and we can see things. In space, through the window, the same effect, a bit of that light is filtered. They're all getting older. 6 of them have died and 6 are still around. But those guys, I don't know what Charlie would say, but I've heard when I met Neil Armstrong, he was talking about this, that he felt the chances were about 50-50 that they would land. They were sure that they were going to pull all this and then come back, because not only, they thought they could probably land, that was a greater chance of that, but then everything had to work for them to get back. They had to launch and get off the moon.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, and that's
they
what...
went not knowing...
Well, they were hoping it would be.
Of course they were,
but they weren't. They weren't exactly sure that they were going to pull all.
Ouch! You're breaking my heart. Ouch! I'm falling apart. Ouch! Ouch!
Working on the moon. If you have a problem with a rocket on Earth, it's bad enough. But you do have, if you can shut the rocket down, you can come back another day. You have an escape system. Back in Apollo, they did. But if your engine doesn't work trying to get you off the moon, you're stuck. Be sure that they were going to, and that adds a layer of danger, risk, and cost. Be sure that they were going to. The moon is expensive not only to get to, but also to come back from. And Mars even more so. The further you get away, once you land on something, you got to launch back off of it. Be sure that they were going to and come back. So that adds a lot of expense to the whole thing. So that's why we haven't gone back to the moon. I just think it's just so expensive to get there, that the amount of money it took to do it. Be sure that they were going to do it back in the 60s and early 70s. We're not going to spend, our country's not going to spend that amount of money on the space program anymore. I don't see it happening. Be sure that they were going to pull all anymore. I don't see it happening. I do think, though, maybe some sort of international cooperative effort, or maybe some of these commercial companies, these companies that are really starting to take up some momentum, these privatization companies.
If things go super well, it might be kind of in the 10-year time frame. But I don't want to say that's when it will occur. It's like there's a huge amount of risk. It's going to cost a lot. Good chance we don't succeed, but we're going to do our best and try to make as much progress.
And then maybe real quick after that. So there's some intriguing possibilities there, although we're not counting on that. And then development of the booster. We actually think the booster part is relatively straightforward because it amounts to a scaling up of the Falcon 9 booster. So we don't see a lot of sort of showstoppers there. But then trying to put it all together and make this actually work for Mars.
I don't remember. I didn't really watch any movies. Some of my colleagues did. I didn't watch any movies when we were up there. We had a Star Trek movie with us that we watched, and some of my other friends were watching. I was looking through we had a couple days off at the end because of bad weather. We couldn't land. I'm looking out the window at like thunderstorms over Australia. I mentioned this in the book too. And my buddy Drew Feustel says, "Hey, Mats, come down. We're gonna watch Nacho Libre." Stars right now.
Mike Massimino, thank you for bringing the right stuff here.
But if you're
an amazing
programming note, Lester Holt will be live from Iran tomorrow as tensions escalate between that country and the U.S.
That's NBC Nightly News for this Sunday. I'm Jose Diaz-Ford. Thank you for the privilege of your time, and good night. Show highlights and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.
So the
moon is expensive not only to get to, but